Hello, and welcome to the show, Spam. How are you doing?
Hello, hello, hello. I am doing good. What about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing great. We are nearing the end of the season.
Yep.
So the stakes are getting higher, and it's getting more and more exciting.
That is definitely true, and I find myself in a similar spot as all the other seasons.
Yeah, it seems to be a trend here it's always incredibly tight for you to get into the position you want to be in the end of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
And here we are, I think, honestly, and I don't want to be a downer here, but it's a little bit worse than last season. We're more looking at top 12 than top 8 now, right?
Wait, you think so?
I don't know. Do you think so?
I mean, I can still win this season.
That is true. I forgot about that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it looks like I was completely wrong, and you're gonna go for the win this season.
Nah, you're definitely right.
Oh, okay.
It's a way more dire situation right now than other times, but yeah, the feeling is pretty much the same. It's a similar vibe.
Yeah, indeed. We're looking at, well, am I saying correctly that top 12 is where you're really aiming for, or are we still hoping
No,
for the top 8?
right now it's really top 12 that is in my sights. I mean, like I said, I can still, like, if I get two 5x multipliers with 300 plus points, then
Yeah.
things change quickly. But yeah, top 12 is definitely what I'm looking for right now.
Exactly. I think one of those and you're easily safe. And you haven't had one yet, and well, based on statistical analysis, you should get one soon, right?
Yep, that is correct. Also, I did a really good time here in the warm-up right now.
Oh, well, that is very good. That is promising.
God damn.
That is good to know. And yeah, we have a new map. We saw the map preview just a little bit before the interview already with some hopping, grasshopper, I think the map is called.
Yeah.
How's your preparedness on the map?
I mean, it was a hell. That's for sure. There were so many different lines and trajectories, and yeah, kind of last night, I really got down what I wanted to do, which approach, how to do it really good, and ever since I have been doing really well. I don't think even an hour ago I improved my time again.
That's nice.
Yeah, I feel pretty good, but then again, one slight misalignment and you're just out of it, and you have to do it 2 times in a row, which makes it very difficult. But I do feel pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, we've seen in the challenges here already something like that you mentioned. It is incredibly tight and hard to pull off twice in a row, especially.
Yeah.
Lots of crashes in the challenges series as well. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But you did mention you found your line yesterday, so that's good, right?
Yeah. It was a very late night session, and something just clicked. And
oh, that's good.
Now I feel pretty good. The thing is, yeah, I'm in a situation where I basically have to go for the higher multipliers, but I don't know if I, want to put my heart to that situation. Where I have to skip all 2x and go for the higher multipliers. I think it's gonna depend really on how many points I'm collecting in the maps before.
Yeah, does that matter? If let's say you have a lot of points, will you be risking the 3x, 4x, 5x, or is it actually on the lower points where you're risking it?
Yeah, I have no idea. I think I'm just gonna settle with a 2x. I have no idea, man. This is all every week. It's a guess what the hell I'm gonna do, and every week I try to get a 2x. So I think I'm just gonna go for every multiplier because, well, last 3 weeks I haven't gotten one, and I tried to go for every single one. So yeah, I don't think my strategy should be changed to, oh, I'm gonna just go for the 5x or 4x.
Yeah, especially when getting a multiplier in itself is already really hard. Going for
exactly.
Like a smaller subset of them is going to be way harder even.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I do agree with you. Your hand is being forced here towards the end of the season. Are there maybe other players that will be in the same shoes as you that will do some DNFing, or is this going
Well,
to be?
I don't think anyone is gonna do some DNFing, especially like the way I see it right now. The people that have a lot of points in the top, they yeah, they can basically play whatever they want. So they can make sure that, I don't know, let's say Granadi is first, and then he sees that I am behind him, but also behind me is someone that he doesn't want to get points. So maybe he just denies that round and lets me have the points, so that that guy that is challenging Granadi is not gonna get any points, and then Granadi with good pace can go for higher multipliers. Like there.
Wow, that is a
like,
pretty five-head threat, but
yeah, I'm sure there is some thought process between I mean at the higher people's placings, because they, in the end, they have to worry about who they're gonna face in the playoffs as well. So
yeah, that is true, and yeah, you want to get a good spot in the top 8 as well, right? Or I'm
Yeah.
not completely sure about the seeding just yet, but I assume that it will matter.
definitely. Yeah, and same for me. Like if I can, I mean, if I don't get 12th, then I would rather have 13th instead of 14th, because the way it works is that 13th plays against number 16 and 14th plays against number 15. So
yeah, that makes a huge difference indeed, because 13 and 14 is basically equal to each other, but 12 is very different.
yeah, exactly.
But then again, the top 16 in the TMGL is still a very good player, so hopefully you can get out of that one.
Yeah, exactly that. Like it's everyone deserves to play, you know, be in TMGL and stay there. But in the end, there's gonna be some upsets maybe or whatever. But yeah, we go step by step. Still 3 steps. The only map that I can see myself getting 15th place or 16th place is really the first map, Vertigo. It's just, yeah, it's a hit or miss. The other ones, I think they should go quite well.
Yeah, I was about to ask you indeed, because, well, the multiplier step is important, but getting as many points before that is very helpful to get the really big steps. But like you said already, Vertigo, hit or miss, but the other maps you feel good at?
Yeah. Poolside, like if I can just get 3 top 8s on those other maps, that would be really nice.
Exactly, 3 top 8s, that's like 45 plus
minimum.
points. Yeah, that is a good step. And then if you even get a 2x, that's like probably if you get 3 top 8s and a 2x, that's probably a triple-digit step, which...
Exactly, that's what I need right now.
Yeah, the thing is that places you like equal with the players in top 12, assuming they get 0 points.
Exactly.
So, oof, it's a bit scary, but yeah.
Yep.
And now, of course, we have Tween last week putting on the fire, because he seems to be very good all of a sudden. I don't know if that trend will continue this week, but he looked very scary last week.
Yeah, he did. I think the map, the multiplier map really suited him, and that's what helped him a lot there. But then again, he did good on the 6 laps as well.
Yeah, definitely a very big improvement from Tween, but yeah, you know, might be you this week, right?
Could be. Definitely.
Okay, awesome. And it's about 12 minutes before we go live. I'll let you warm up a little bit more on the identity map it looks like you're playing right now. Sorry, yeah, you're respawning the identity basically every time I'm looking as I'm seeing. But anyway, I'm distracted again. I'll let you go for it, and we're gonna spectate, and hopefully at the end we'll see a nice amount of points on the scoreboard. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, good luck, and see you at the end.
All right, see ya.
It's okay, guys. It all works out in the end. Even spam skin loads. Look at that. Oh, that's a good start to the step. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Like nothing ever went wrong. All right. Let's make sure that the car sound is okay. Of course, I cannot test that if players are driving over engine cut blocks. Should be around here. Yeah, this will be the last time we see Vertigo, and it looks like the warm-up has started. In about 20 seconds, we will be going live in the TrackMania Grand League, and I am excited for it. A little loud thank you very much, chat. Always helpful, always great. 15 seconds, we go live, and we will not miss Vertigo. The last time we will see this map, and of course, yeah, from previous steps on, we know that this wasn't Spam's best map. In the pre-match interview, it didn't look like Spam trained it a lot to try and fix that. Of course, why would you? This is the last week we will be seeing it. Save lines will be done. Hopefully, we can sneak out a top 8. We'll have to see. We are live for the TrackMania Grand League, step number 6. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Hopefully, you have a drink ready, you have a snack ready, and we are live. And immediately, we have a big mistake by Papu, it looks like, and Grenade is out as well. Now, that is a very interesting start, because I would not expect the position where players like Grenade and Papu crash to be that drift right there. But hey, sometimes that happens. Yeah, Grenade taking it easy because he's basically in already. I guess, ooh, Masa's trailing on the poles, but he is going to be fine. And indeed, Spam has managed to do a quite nice pole section here in lap 1 of Vertigo. And as you can see, it takes a lot of speed over the engine cut block. Beautiful to see. Moves himself into the green numbers, into the top 8. Oh, and we see a huge respawn by, I think it was Kappa, who is going for the checkpoint respawn right there. We're having way too much speed, and a nice identify Spam. Bit wonky on the landing in the end here, but he does manage to make it, and that places him solidly in the 6th position right now. Very good start of the race here on Vertigo for Spam. Immediately moves himself in the oh, and Brand makes a mistake. And this is a double whammy here, because not only Spam overtakes Brand, but Brand is a direct competitor on the leaderboard for Spam to catch back up to the top 12, to a safe place in the TrackMania Grand League for next season. Because, of course, the top 12 players we will be seeing again, guaranteed, next season in the TrackMania Grand League. If you are below that, well, you would have to fight for the right to stay in the TrackMania Grand League. So top 12 is where we want to be at the end. And right now Spam is doing a good job at fighting for that position, because he is in the top 8. And yes, we have a battle going on right now. Massa going for the sneaky overtake. But as you can see, Muda, ooh, not a great pipe section for the Australian. And Spam takes advantage of this one, moves himself in top 5. But here comes Muda back at it. Oh, and Spam another wonky landing here at the end of the identity. So must give away his position to both Aurel and Worker, who go for the overtake. Spam loses out on a lot of points here and moves back to top 8. And here comes Carl Jr. pressing B to boost, and he is on his way to deny Spam the top 8 position right now. Of course, we are only in lap 3 out of 6. So it is still fine. A lot of time to catch back up in the green numbers here. And yeah, I mean, the battle is still going on between Spam and Carl Jr. right now. Carl Jr. with a better wall red exit, gets more speed out of it, and carries that speed all the way into a solid lead on Spam right now. But look at the pole section. This is very critical. Who can take it the best? And Spam is beautifully done here on the poles, gets a lot of speed, and is able to keep up with his opponents in the top 8 right now. Even slightly closing the gap over the engine cut block. Oh, but look at that. Here he comes, Grenade, who made a mistake at the start. Has gone full risk and is now on his... Oh my god, we have a huge mistake. I think that was Muda who went for the respawn. As well as Spam getting a good identity. Carl Jr. this time around with a wonky landing. And here we have Spam suddenly from 9 to 7. Easy like that. We are halfway through Vertigo, and Spam is looking good at the top 7 position. Quick drink. Already getting dehydrated, and we're only halfway through the first map. Spam is in 7th position right now, 3.5 seconds behind the leader Afi, but we don't care about that. What we care about is the green numbers, the top 8, the 15 plus points. And as you can see, the gap is quite big here, but look at Carl Jr. once again with a good wall red exit, carries a lot of speed, and the hunters are hunting on Spam right now. Over the poles we go. Spam taking it easy, taking it safe. Oh, but look at that, he loses so much speed, and Bokanadi and Carl Jr. managed to overtake Spam here. But Gwen makes a mistake, and he was actually ahead in the top 8, which means Spam somehow still holds on to the green numbers on the screen, but oh dear, oh lord, it is not easy. Bran right now is the one who is in 9th place with 2 seconds behind Spam. So that's quite a gap. So he can still take it safe But oh boy, is it close. Over the entity we go, and Spam gets it beautifully. Nicely done here. Comes closer to Carl Jr. to maybe sneak in the 7th position, which of course is a lot safer than 8. You're not that scared of someone sniping behind you because you will still stay in the top 8. And right now, indeed, he goes for the overtake on the Canadian, leaving Carl Jr. behind. Good speed here coming into lap 5 at the 6, and Spam is on a roll right now. The Vertigo curse has been lifted and 4 seconds behind Afi, who is on another level on this map. He is almost a second ahead of Massa, which is quite insane. But here we go. Over the poles. Look at how safe Spam does it. And he knows he can do it because he has the gap. Carl Jr. goes for the overtake, but Spam is still in 7th. Why? Because Bren made another mistake. That's actually not the player. Oh, Afi made a huge mistake. That's the player who lost the position right there. And Afi moves all the way back to the top 8 place. Spam overtaking Afi. Here we go into another identity. And look, the battle is on here. And Spam gets... Oh, the landing is going to cost him a lot of speed. I think he will make that jump. Afi once again back in the 7th place. But yeah, going into lap 6 here. Spam closing the gates of the top 8. But look at this. Ta-da. Ta-da, ta-da. Bren is coming closer every turn. He is giving it his all to try and catch back up to Spam. It is very scary here in the 6th position. Sorry, the 6th lap. But of course, the battle between Spam and Afi is on. Afi honestly has the pace advantage. I gotta be honest. So Spam is going to have to just defend his top 8 place. And he needs to do it on the poles right now. Cannot afford to save it too much, but he does it quite nicely. What about Bren? Bren actually falls behind Muda right now, getting a very bad pole section. This is good news for us, because Spam's still closing the gates on the top 8 here. 0.7 of a second left here as a gap between Spam and Muda, but Spam gets a really wonky. Oh my god, it is so close. Here we go to top 8. Can he take it? No, Muda goes for the overtake. Can Spam snipe it back? No, the Australian with the denial. And Spam has to make do with 9th position. Oh my dear lord. We got sniped. We got sniped from the other side of the world. And Muda takes the 15, laughing his way to the bank as Spam has to make do with only 5 points on Vertigo. That is so unfortunate. I think this is the second time Spam gets 9 on Vertigo. Very sad to see. Alright, we are at the end of Vertigo, and this is the last time we will be seeing Vertigo. Goodbye, see you never. Massa taking 27 points, a very good start for the step for him. And gets not only the top, the 6th lapper first place, but also gets that sweet 2 fastest lap points. Right, here we go in map number 2. Let's take a look at the map preview here. It is, of course, one of Spam's best maps. Poolside. And here we go between the poles. And the identity here is very scary. Need to keep grip on the water. And there's multiple water parts in this map as you can see. Oh, yeah, we are back. Here we are. And Spam showing confidence here in map number 1. Because this was one of his best Vertigo performances. You know, you gotta take it from the bright side. Best performance on Vertigo in the season. And here we are back at it on Poolside. Which, well, let's hope he can do another best performance on this map. Because that means he will win the map. That would be good. In the warm-up right now, Spam taking the lead. So that is already promising. Going through the identity here. Hello, I am underwater. And he is doing well. Good warm-up is promising. Or it might be the other side. I don't know. I don't know how the warm-up luck works. Alright, 15 seconds left to go. And we are going to go live on Poolside by Kisla. And yeah, great mapper. The race is starting. The warm-up is over. 9th position on the step ranking so far with the unfortunate result on Vertigo. Let's see if Spam can make up for that in this next map. Going for the outside line, and of course this nets you more speed going into the next section, and already Spam is catching up to people. Papu taking over the lead with the mistake in Vertigo, trying to get a lead in this map right here. Oh! Whoa, it is not Papu's step this time around, because once again, Papu with the first mistake, and he is basically out of the race already with that respawn. Back taking over the lead, but here we have Spam sneakily sneaking up. That's double sneak. That's sneak level 100. And sneaking up into the position, into higher and of better positions here. And is now only 2/10 of a second behind back in the first lap of Poolside. Oh, Scrappy still with the water bounce. Oh, but an unfortunate landing. That's going to cost him a lot of time. And now Spam with the overslide out of the water. And that's going to cost him some time as well. Not as bad as Scrappy though. Kappa touching the checkpoint as well as Gwen. So they are going to slow down. And Spam, now it's catch-up mode here on 11th position. But luckily, this is the map where Spam actually has the pace to do so. And will be doing that indeed, as he, after the identity, he moves into the top 8. Right, and here we go into lap number 2. We are turning up the heat literally here because it is getting quite cold in my room. But also here on the map, top 7 already for Spam. Going overtakes left and right. He is going Lewis Hamilton here. Going for full speed and catching up a bunch of people. 0.7 of a second now between Spam and the leader back. Who is... Wow, he's already 0.4 of a second ahead. You can hear the dog in the background. I'm very sorry about that. He is looking for some attention. But here we go. Top 6 for Spam right now. And he is doing well in this map. Muda right ahead of him. Muda the sniper. We have a personal vendetta against Muda this week. Because he denied us the full 10 points here. With sniping the top 8 position on Vertigo. But he is now being left behind already because Spam is just so much better than Muda. And he goes into the water. And now in the last part of the identity. And Spam's identity is just very good on Poolside. And it is... Look at this. Speechless. Top 4 secured for Spam right now. We are in lap 3 out of 6. And the more we go on, the better Spam's position becomes. Back still in the lead. That's going to be hard to catch back up to. But Spam can still go for a second place maybe with the pace he has right now. Of course, Grenadi and Muda are not giving up that easily as they are battling for the top 4 as well. Spam with a bit of a airtime there, so loses some time. But he is still doing quite well going through this triangle. This should net him some speed gain on the Australian and secure his top 5 position a little bit better. It is still quite close though, and Aurel is also looking to party to get into the race. Scrappy once again with the water bounce. Pack once again with with an insane line, and he is so far ahead now. Already a second ahead, and he is just on another level. Alright, another identity coming up, and the Grenadi has a really good lap. But look at this, Spam's identity is a lot better than the German. And all the time that was gained by Grenadi is lost in one identity, and Spam is back in 4. What an identity by Spam, really is a water bender, basically. Giving the Avatar a run for his money right now as Spam moves into the 4th position. But here comes... who's that? Is it Grenadi or... Yeah, the... Whoa, look at this. So Scrappy struggling so much. And now Grenadi and Spam take over his position. And we now have a battle for bronze medal on our hands. Back still more than a second ahead. Massa looking to get another insane step, by the way. Because he got 27 points on the first map. And is now already on 2nd place. He is having the time of his life right now. Grenadi in a solid 3rd position, but Spam is lurking. Oh, look at this. He's going for the attack. Oh, and that was too much. Spam was going for the early grip, risking it a little bit, but he did not get that grip. Luckily, though, no acceleration penalty anymore for touching the wall like that. Thank you, Hillis, for that update. And this means Spam is still in the race. Yes, loses some positions. Yes, he loses some time. But we know the pace is there. And 9th, that is easy. That is easy to get back into the top 8. Right, here we go. Jumping already, going for the low jump. And Carl Jr. is being left behind. Next target will be Kappa. Or maybe even Binks. Spam goes so far outside, but look at the speed he gains. Look at that. And he is going for it. Spam is giving no Fs right now. And oh, he's back in 6th. Look at that. Absolutely crazy performance here by our Alliance player. And Spam is in it to win it this week. Going through the triangle. Muda. Can he deny Muda's position of the number 5 right now and try and get some vengeance for what Muda did on map number 1? Of course, we have about 1.5 lap left to go. And Pack is just extending his lead more and more. Now 1.8 seconds ahead of the number 2 player, Massa, right now. As Grenadi is also still battling. But remember that Spam touched the wall 1 lap ago. And look how close he is back to Massa and Grenadi again. Spam is just on an insane pace right now. Absolutely crazy. And we are back in 4th position, battling for that 4th position with Carl Jr. Here we go, inside approach here by Spam, trying to get as much speed as possible. But of course, going through attack drift like that, you might be attack god and be the world champion of 2012. But Carl Jr. has a couple of more world championships under his belt. And he is showing off that skill right now. Oh, Spam goes so far to the right. How did he not die? We are still in the race, ladies and gentlemen, and people of other genders. And Spam is somehow still alive. Alright, here we go. We are approaching the finish line. Some more water is left. Back 2 seconds ahead right now in 1st place with the fastest lap in 20, looking for some 27 pointers. But what can Spam do here? Can he get Carl Jr. or will we settle for 5th position, which would be totally fine, I might add. Oh, but look at this. There is Binks trying to snipe Spam's 5th position. He will not do so. Spam takes a nice 5th position here. 18 points on the scoreboard. Good performance by him on Poolside, touching the wall. Still here with 18 points. Drake's in the chat. And like I said already, Massa looking to get another step of his lifetime, which he already had, but let's do it again, he says. Because he got 27 points in the first map, now 22 on the second map, and he's on 49 points after 2 maps? Hello? That would be a good step after 4 maps, and he is on it after 2 maps already. Alright, here we go. It is clash time. Of course, we have some 5 headers in the chat that managed to do better and better every step. And once again, we will do better, hopefully. In about 30 seconds, we will go live. And indeed, it will be you in the chat who can control the car. What you do here is you type plus, plus, minus, minus, left, left, or right, right in the chat to control the car. And your input will be transferred onto your screen. But do keep in mind that it takes a little bit for my stream to come to you, then you type, then it goes to the server, then it goes to me, and then it goes back to you. You know, it all takes a couple of seconds. So if you see a left turn coming up in like 3 or 4 seconds, you got it to left already. All right, we're gonna go live. Here we go. Double booster here at the start. And indeed, we have a pre-steer. Very nice. Alright, the water turn. Now, this is a little bit scary here. Oh, do we go too far to the right? No, we don't. Beautifully executed by chat here. And look at that. All of these people going into the wall. But no, Spam is taking the red booster immediately. Oh, we're going Tony Hawk Pro Skating over the water right now. And we do make it. But what about this next turn? We have very little time to react because of the high speed in the car. Oh, sorry, in the map, and it's gonna be hard to pre-steer these turns, but the chat is doing a good job of it so far. And cursed. We are of course going for a respawn. Let's take a look at what we can do now in the water. Alright, here we go. Over the dirt. Oh, of course, very scary. These bank turns, you can just drive off of them. What about this turn, though? Alright, chat is slowing the car down a little bit to give us some more time to go for the pre-steer. And this is working out, but... Uh-oh. We have a good alignment. Oh, turtling. 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 Do we make it? No, it looks like we have to respawn for this one. Let's try that one again. Can we get a good alignment this time around? Go a bit far to the left. Okay. Okay. Never give up. Oh! Okay, but you give up when you do this. Okay. Let's try that one again. I don't think anyone has finished just yet. Oh, but Avi drives through the finish right there. Oh, yeah, some people have finished. Never mind. That is a bump. That looks like another dead turtle, so we are gonna go for another respawn here. Alright, interesting approach here by chat. I want to say this is safeable. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Easy. Alright, let's get a good alignment for the finish here. Just one straight line, and we're in. This looks good. This looks good. Do we have enough speed? Oh, but we go too far to the left. Oh, the throw at the end, and it is very unlucky. We'll have to try again. Oh, that destruction of the car. Alright, we have about 40 seconds left. Can we make this map? This looks promising. Oh, look at that! And we make it! 11th position for us. Good job here. We learned how to do it in the end. Alright. Capo chat wins clash time. He's cheating because... I don't know. Because we didn't win. That's why. Alright, let's go into the TrackMania Grand League Step 6. Continued part number 2. And of course, quick little recap of what happened so far. We have Spam not with the being sniped in Vertigo. That's what I wanted to say. 9th position in the end, sadly. But... comeback of a lifetime in Poolside, where he had a great performance, even after a little bit of a crash, a little bit of a bump. Still a nice, like, 5th place it was, if I remember correctly. So look at this, 7th place in the step right now with 23 points. Next up, we have Launchpad, and let's take a look at this map through the lens of a map preview. Yeah, Launchpad, exciting identity here. Looks incredibly scary, but somehow the players are able to pull it off basically every time on the last part of the map. Here we go, the live in the warm-up, the identity. You want to steer to the left early, and then already be steering right while you go through the checkpoint to make this part. And of course, Spam with the wicked stunt. Gets the reset, but did not get the checkpoint, so we'll have to go for the respawn. Luckily, though, this is just a... Oh no. Getting all the crashes out of the way in the warm-up. Yes. Spam is like, give me back the water. I'm very good at it. Getting the wet wheels, speed boosting. Race is starting. We are on our way to start with map 3 out of 4 of the point accumulation phase of the TrackMania Grand League Step 6. Launchpad it is. Let's see what Spam can do on this one. Of course, some players are opting for the high... Thanks everyone for watching the TrackMania Grand League Step number 6. This was it for us this week. Let's take a look at the general cast. Okay. Hello, I am Sinas and I will be doing the general cast for you guys this week. Launchpad, map 3 out of 5. Let's take a look at what the players will be doing. Ooh, Spam, it looks like, has made a mistake at the start, so we will not be spectating him, unfortunately. And we are gonna watch the number 1 position right now, Afi. The Grand Step League, that's it. Afi is on the roll right now in first place, already 0.3 of a second ahead of Gwen. We, of course, will be spectating Spam, especially once he goes into the identity. Oh, Grenade with the respawn. A nice snipe by the camera work by me. Oh, and we have... Wow, that was really ego-tripping. And sorry about that. But yeah, Spam goes into 15th place right now. Good identity as well. Look at that. Beck has made a mistake. Oh, Spam with the clip on the inside. The Tiltaruskis are off the charts right now. And he will slow down a little bit more. Let's zoom in on the top positions right now. Afi, who is still in the lead, but not that much anymore. And maybe on this ice part, he will lose it out to Gwen. Going over it, we are following the step leader right now, who is Massa. He is doing a good job of it, going for some overtakes left and right. And look at that, Afi is gone from the map. Gwen is now taking over the lead, with Binks in a solid second place. Papu is trying to get selfishing his step. What's happening? Hello? Gwen makes him... What is happening? Can I just name names and they will start making mistakes? Okay, Aurel makes a mistake. Yeah, I chose the wrong player. He doesn't make that many mistakes. My bad. And right now we have Bren in the lead, Massa in second place, Binks looking good as well, and Afi and Muda are closing out our screen standings right now. $15 for Spam right now, coming closer, somewhat closer to Pack, but as you can see, the gap is quite big. He's actually in a battle with Grenade for the... Well, I think you get 1 point either way, but... For the honor points... In the meantime, we have Massa taking over the lead. No, it is actually Brand. No, it is actually Massa. Binks still on third place. Massa's on a roll right now. 49 points is the step leader and is on his way to another 25. And the chat is cheering on Spam to get him back into the top 8. And that might just happen. Here we go into another identity. Gwen takes over the fastest lap. Massa still in first place. Spam gets it nicely indeed. And will give it his all to try and catch back up some positions here. At the end of the map. In the meantime, the battle for first races on. Massa still in first place. But as you can see, Gwen with the fastest lap. And he is hunting for that number 1 position. Afi is looking strong as well in third place. Ooh, Binks has made a mistake because he is now in top 9 position, falling behind quite a bit. Gwen here eating some snow, and that's going to cost him some time. But of course, you have to release it after this one as well, so it is not that catastrophic. Will stay second place. Massa going over the plastic. Here we go into the identity, and will Massa hold on, or will it be Gwen? Gwen is putting a lot of pressure on the leader Massa right now. Oh, and Gwen with the inside line as well. Will not be enough to go for any overtakes just yet. Will Spam get another good identity here, because he got a really nice one last lap, and once again looks to get a good approach. And gets it cleanly indeed. Drives over the plastic with a nice amount of speed. and will continue his journey throughout this map. But sadly, the gap is so big that even with a good amount of pace, it is hard to catch back up some positions here, because Carl Jr. is more than 2 seconds ahead right now. In the lead, we have Massa, and look at that. Gwen struggling a little bit, losing out his second place to Afi right now, going over the ice. This time around, no snow is being eaten by any of the podium players. And look at that. Brand's line is so good here. Goes for the overtake back on Afi, back into the 22-pointer slot here. But Massa is just gone right now, almost a second ahead. And what a step. He's having a big step, as you might say, pun intended, by the way. Going into another identity here. Identity 5 out of 6. Massa, can he hold on to the number 1 position? Going quite wide, taking it a bit safe, but it does work indeed. Afi gets better speed out of it and will try and contest Gwen's second place right now. Does so indeed. Going up high as Gwen does. Will this net him the second place once again? Gets more speed than Afi. Of course, you lose a lot turning very, very left. In the meantime, though, by the way, sorry about that, but Kappa has made a huge mistake, and Spam takes over 14th place right now. Massa still holding strong. Gwen and Afi are in pursuit. What about the top 8? Binks is being cursed by me right now. Slows down a lot here. Is now in reach of Spam, as you can see. Ooh, and Bing struggling some more. Spam can go for the overtake on the French player. And indeed does so. And that's another point for us. Right, let's zoom in here because the last identity is coming up. Can Massa lock it in here? Another 25 points for him. Massa goes for the... What a Giga Chat. Goes for the cut and indeed does make it. Almost gets sniped by Afi, but it was not enough here. Spam goes through the last identity and locks himself in. 13th place, getting 2 points. Right here, and Kappa and Grenadi closing out the gates on Launchpad. Not the best map for Spam, sadly. So we'll have to make up the difference here on the next map, Bolt Holes. Wow, look at this! What is this step ranking? $74. That's almost like... And then we have the triple 41 here. But yeah, Massa just on another level right now. We have our last map of the point accumulation phase. This is the last opportunity for Spam to get some more points before we go into the multiplier phase of the step. Let's take a look at Bolt Holes. And Erdemon with the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference. Gotta love it. You gotta pay the troll toll to get into these bolt holes. Don't worry, the original lyrics is Boy's Soul. So, well articulated by Danny DeVito. But here we are in the warm-up on bolt holes. And this is a very scary identity. Do not underestimate how hard it is to do this one on a high level. You have to have an exact amount of speed to just barely not touch the roof like Spam just did. Beautifully executed for us here to look at how the identity should be done. And yeah, one tiny steering mistake, one tiny speed mistake and you're out. It is incredibly scary and it's going to be hard to get a clean 6-lapper. But of course, Spam can do this. Alright, and here we go live into the map number 4 out of 5. Let's go, Spam. Can I get some people cheer Spams in chat to cheer Spam on right now? Get some good vibes going. Make sure he gets the top 8. Good start here by the Alliance player, as you can see. Middle of the road right now, but that is relatively good for Spam looking at historic performance. Gets a good inside approach here and moves himself back into the top 8. With only 1.16 seconds left between him and first place, Spam is on a very high pace right now in the middle of this map. Probably the fastest out of all the players. Goes for some overtakes and comes closer and closer to the 25-pointer position here. Gwen's going super far to the left. Doesn't touch the wall, however, so he is still fine. But that was a little bit scary for the French player. Spam going outside, inside, carries a lot of speed into the identity. But of course, he now needs to take it a little bit safer here, jumping through the first bolt hole. Gotta be very careful pronouncing that word, because it sounds very much like another. And here we go through the third one, and beautifully executed by Spam right now, who is in 4th place after lap number 1. This is promising indeed. Going together with Gwen, Scrappy, and indeed, yes, of course, it is Massa in the top positions. Massa is just very good right now, and Gwen is in the lead in the meantime as Spam moves into 3rd place. Scrappy is being left behind. Good low approach here by Spam. Goes to the overtake on the German player. And we are back in 2nd right now. Oh, no. Oh, but Massa, I was about to say, isn't having it. But he is giving it away right now because he touched on the inside. That's going to cost him a lot of time. Now Spam moves into 22-point range right now. And this is the revenge of the last map. Trying to make up for this one. And he is doing a good job at it indeed in 2nd place. Gwen in 1st with 0.3 of a gap right now. Ooh, but look at this. Scrappy is not giving up just yet. He wants a piece of the pie. It looks like the people cheer Spam is working because... Oh! Scrappy is out! And this is what I mean. It is so scary on the bolt holes. And it's one tiny mistake and you are out of it. The respawn, and it just costs so much time. And Spam is now solidly in 2nd place. Look at Aurel. He's already half a second behind. So Spam is looking strong here in 2nd place. 0.6 of a gap now between him and Gwen. Gwen is just driving away, but who cares? It is only a 3-point difference. What is important right now is that Spam holds on to this 2nd silver medal here. Or... the silver medal, that is 2nd place, is what I mean. And as you can see, Spam is jumping a little bit higher this time around. Why? Well, he knows that he's in a good position. He knows he can save it a little bit here. It does not matter that much if he loses 1 or 2 positions. You want to make sure that you don't crash. That is the 5-head move here by Spam right now, because veteran of the format, he knows what he is doing. Here we go, over the wall ride. Oh, no way. Massa with the internet issues? It looks like that indeed. But here we have identity number 3. Spam taking it a bit safe, and Papu was on your screen for a second there. Gwen is getting further and further ahead, but once again, does not matter! Ah! Alright, blood pressure, high, heart rate, up to the sky, but we are still in the race. Oh my dear lord. 1.7 seconds now, and Bran and Papu went for the overtake on Spam. He had to release a little bit to make sure that he doesn't go into the wall, but he is still solidly in the top 8 right now. That was very scary indeed. But hey, we might be a little bit talking a little bit of luck here that Spam is driving with green numbers on his car still. Well, actually the numbers are white, but you know what I mean. Massa right now 2 minutes behind because of an internet connection issue, which is very unfortunate. Germany really needs to fix their internet connections because this is not the first time. And I'm sure Massa is not underpaying for his internet connection right now. Being a professional streamer and all. But here we have 1.8 seconds right now between Spam and Gwen. as well as Papu and Brand extending their lead a bit more and a bit more. Grenadi is hunting for top 4 right now. And as you can see, Afi is lurking as well here, with another identity coming up. Yeah! It looks so scary every time, but of course he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly how fast he can go through that first hole, and he does so perfectly. This time around we see Spam jumping a little bit more to the left, not making that mistake again. That I can tell you, and he's done it beautifully. Holds on to 4th place, going into lap 5 of the 6. Wait, you got an ad? Because... Sorry, wait, for real? You should not get ads. Anyway, distractions. We are 4th right now. In this race, 5 out of 6. Oh, but look at that. Afi is trying to get into 4th position. It is not working just yet. Spam is holding strong right now. Papu struggling a little bit here in lap 5 out of 6. And this means Spam's got a lot closer here. Maybe going for the bronze medal. And indeed does so because the higher amount of speed for the Dutch player. Can he go and keep this momentum going? Or will Papu claw his way back into the bronze medal position? No, not just yet. Spam is looking good right now. But this inside is going to cost him some time temporarily. But look at the speed you will gain after it. He does so indeed. Higher amount of speed going into this one. Of course, taking it a bit more safe through the identity. And both Papu and Spam make it. But Afi, pedal to the metal right now. Going full risk. He gives no Fs. Oh, but Papu goes so far to the left, but he does make it. Afi successfully goes for the overtake on Spam, but you know what? Top 5 is also still fine. Gwen in the lead by more than 2 seconds right now on another level on this map. Bran in 2nd place. Afi with 41 points takes over 3rd place right now, even overtaking Papu. And Afi is on another... he is on a great pace right now. Alright, here we go through the last jump on this half pipe here. Spam getting it beautifully. No clipping anywhere, hopefully. He does not do that indeed. Holds on to 5th in strongly. Now we have Aurel, half a second behind Spam. As you can see, the gap is quite decent. So Spam just needs to hold on to 5th position right now. Nice jump here by the Alliance player. About half a map left here in the point accumulation phase of step number 6 of the TrackMania Grand League Fall 2021 season. Here we go. Another outside-inside line. And the last identity is coming up. Heart rate is pumping. He just needs a decent one here. Looks like Spam is taking it quite safe. Not an insane amount of speed. Just wanted to make sure that he locks in his top 8. By the way, Gwen is out. And Spam takes 4th position. I completely missed it, but Gwen actually made a mistake in the end. And he does get top 8 in the end, but that did cost him some points. Spam gets a nice 19 points here. Very good last map for him. Ends the step with almost 50 points. And that is a good step for Spam coming into the multiplier phase. This is what we like to see. Of course, more. We could always wish for more. But from the stats we've seen from Spam so far, this is definitely one of the better ones. Massa with the DNF is still step leader. Now that is chat move. Still step leader after a DNF. Alright, but now the all-important multiplier phase. We gotta see a 5x out of this one for Spam to get a really good one. And let's take a look at the new map and especially at the identity. It is oh so important. Map is called Grasshopper and you will know why once you take a look at the identity here. Over the plastic we go, and I must say I really like this map. It looks to be so much fun just playing it. All the turns are very good. And then of course the identity is so fun to look at. I don't know about playing it, but here we go. As you can see, you do a little bit of a grass slide to angle your car in a correct way, going through the triple bunny hop in the end. Alright. 1 minute left here on the warm-up, and as you can see, Spam is looking strong already. Let's take a sip of my drink to try and get ready for the last map of the step. Right, Spam getting the mistake out of the way here on the inside of the wall. And let's take a look at the identity. Ooh! Sween here with the Kappa approach, like we saw in the warm hub. So it looks like players are actually going for that line instead of grass sliding. Nah, right? No, wait. Did Carl Jr. just go for a double grass slide? This is going to be very interesting. We will have to see if everyone is going for the approach that Spam is going for, which seems to be the way to go. Most players opting for this line here. Scrappy is going the other way around. Scrappy the backwards king. Alright, here we go. Warm-up is over. Let's go for it. Spam is ending up on 9th place in the point accumulation phase with 44 points. Getting a multiplier will net him 88 or more here, which would be a good step, but we kind of are hoping for more, I gotta be honest. So maybe Spam will try and go for higher multipliers, but like we said already in the pre-match interview, it is already so incredibly hard to even get a multiplier, let alone a really high one. So of course Spam will probably take anything he can get. Alright, and here we go. The first 2x multiplier. We have 4 2x's to be giving away, then 2 3x's, then a 4x and a 5x. Every round will be one of the players will get a multiplier, and it will only be the player that gets first after 2 laps on the map. Spam right now in the middle of the race, and he was full risking it through the pole. Sadly did not make it this one. So the first 2x multiplier will probably not go Spam's way, but who will it be instead? Scrappy with the good identity, but look at that. Worker just edges out and takes over the lead right now. Worker with 39 points, looking to double his point amount. Right, here we go. Worker looking to get a 2x multiplier for himself. But look at this. Tween and Scrappy. Oh! Worker looking to DNF. So we have Tween, Bran and Scrappy right now trying to battle it out for the 2x multiplier. And Tween is actually a direct opponent of Spam on the general standings. We are... I wish Tween the best, but for Spam's sake, not so much. But here we go through the inside of the poles, and Tween does it beautifully. But look at this approach by Tween! He's going for a very... What is this line? Huh? It is just so much slower. Like, why? Bren gets the 2x multiplier. Yeah, it's really safe, but if just one player gets it, you get sniped. Okay, well, Bran gets a 2x multiplier, and this is actually not that good. Because Bran is actually here on the scoreboard, now in 10th place. He was about 200 points ahead of Spam starting out before this step, and it is one of the players Spam needs to kind of overtake to get back into the top 12. So Bran getting a good step here with 98 points is not too great for the Alliance player, but what can you do? We just go for the 5x multiplier and blow Brand's step out of the water. That's what you can do. Right, and here we go. Spam is in the race, looking good for the next 2x multiplier so far. Tween leading. Ooh, we have a mistake by Afi here. Tween taking it safe. Oh, what an identity by Spam here. Oh, it was so good he had to slow down in the end. But what an insane bunny hop here. Sadly, though, he did not keep the momentum going after the third one. But the second bunny hop was out of this world. Spam still in the race. If he full risked it, he can get the 2x. Massa right now looking to solidify his very good step of 74 points into a 2x multiplier. I am still looking at Spam right now, going into the second half of the second lap. Because Spam is still technically in the race here. A lot can happen between this and the finish line. Ooh, Grenadi taking it safe. Spam needs to get a little bit of a release, but gets a good one. Will not get a 2x multiplier. Indeed, it will be Aurel who snipes Massa's 2x multiplier away from him. And Aurel 2x's his 53 points, getting a nice 106 for himself after the end of the step. Alright, and here we go. The next 2x multiplier to be given away. We have 2 more left before we move into the first 3x multiplier round. Scrappy with the DNF immediately. And there goes Massa, I think. And there goes Muda. And there goes Papu. Notice how I started saying and there goes before Papu even crashed. That's because I was predicting it. But sadly he crashed a little bit before I said Papu, so it didn't look as cool. Unlucky. But Spam in the meantime is in 4th place and is definitely in this race right now for the 2x multiplier. Gets a good pole section. Look at the speed going into the first identity. Can we get another insane bunny hop here? Oh, Kappa is out of it and Spam takes over the lead for the 2x multiplier. This is what we like to see. Spam is definitely in it to get this 2x right now. This will net him a nice 88 points at the end of the step. Yes, that is not an insane amount, but a good step indeed for Spam. It would be definitely okay. Good position here for Spam, but look at that. The rookie Binks is not giving up just yet. 46 points for him. He would love a multiplier as well. Oh my god, he goes so close to the pole. And Spam is extending his lead right now. 0.3 of a second. And this is Spam's round to give away right now. This is the 2x multiplier. Spam can just lock right in. Or will he go for the DNF? We will have to see in the end. But right now, Spam is definitely in it to win it. Let's just zoom in on him, because it doesn't look like any of the other players can still catch up. 0.4 of a second right now. And Spam knows that he goes outside pole. He knows that he's taking it safe. What about the identity? Woo! And he will be taking it. Spam gets the 2x multiplier handed to him with a good pace. Gets the 2x. 44 times 2 equals 88. And that's a good step for Spam. Bullish Drake in the chat. Finally, a multiplier again. That took more. We have 3 weeks in a row where Spam did not get a multiplier, and now he gets it. 88. That's a good step. Alright, let's take a look at the league ranking. Spam overtakes Tween right now. Moves into 13th position. Comes a bit closer to Carl Jr. as well. But Carl Jr. and Tween potentially still could get multipliers. Oh, and here we have Sonaklov giving us 16 sub gifts. Thank you very much for the support for Spam. Congratulations to everyone who is getting a sub. And make sure to support Spam here after he will probably go over his point of view, because we had a good step indeed. Spam already regretting the 2x multiplier taking, and he should have DNF'd. I don't know, man. You never know. This time around, you take it. You're happy. You got a good step. It's just... Of course, you wonder what if, but it would be so much more salty if you DNF and you throw away 44 points because you did not get a higher multiplier. It's probably for the best you take it here. But yeah, you never know. That's true. Yeah, that land bug, I don't know about that one, but there was a very good identity just before it. That was very nice indeed, Spam. Alright, in the meantime, we have the race for the 2x. Afi and Papu are battling for this one right now. Papu did not have the best step. Lots of mistakes. Dude, you know what? Sorry, Papu. Every time I spectate you, you seem to crash. And I don't know if this is like me cursing you or whatever, but... yeah. Afi right now in the position Spam was last time around because he is quite far ahead. But, ooh, here's Massa. Nope. Bonk. Here's... Huh? I am confused. I thought Papu made a mistake. Then he was back in second. And then he just DNFs like a Chad. Okay. Papu is just doing his own thing right now. Afi gets a nice 2x multiplier. Takes over the scoreboard lead and the step lead. Because Afi had a good step. Gets a 2x. That's very nice for him. Afi with another good step this season. And yeah, definitely popping off this season. I think it was Pack in the TrackMania weekly show that is happening every Wednesday at 8 PM over the TrackMania channel. Mentioning already that Afi is a very underrated player. Definitely one of the top dogs. And that is showing this season. Yeah, exactly like Spam is saying in the chat already. We are now looking to kind of just pray for Tween and Kappa to not get multipliers. Maybe Carl Jr. even. Because that would damage Spam's position on the general standings here. Okay, here we go. Gwen, Carl, Massa, they are all battling for the multiplier right now. And we have indeed moved into the 3x, so everyone is getting greedy. They want it and they need it. Gwen! Oh, Gwen goes too far to the left. Carl Jr. takes over first place. Here comes Pack, however, looking to get a 3x multiplier for himself. Pack not with the best step this time around. Getting, for him, only 33 points. But a 3x multiplier would make that a lot better. Carl versus Pack, the classic matchup here. As well as Grenadi now taking a peek. Trying to sneak his way into first place. But Carl Jr. is defending it quite nicely. And he is on a good pace right now. But if anyone can catch back up, if anyone can have a pace to catch up to Carl Jr., it is indeed Pack. So it is definitely possible here, but Pack struggles a lot on the plastic. Has to call himself a little bit lucky to even be alive right now. But look at this. Carl Jr. is definitely looking to get this 3x multiplier. Just needs to get a decent identity here in the end. Pack is giving it his all, but Carl Jr. just gets a good identity and will probably locking in a 3x multiplier, which is, well, not great for us. Because in... yeah, let's take a look at the league ranking here. Carl Jr. was just ahead of Spam here and now gets 88 points. And yeah, well, Zoop into the 9th place. So, oof. It's gonna be hard to get into the top 12. It's gonna be hard to get into the top 12 now because the gap is now... well, 180-ish points? Something like that. I don't want to do exact math on stream. But now, we're going to take a look at Tween here. He is the man we need to look at because Tween can still get that insane... can it get a multiplier here? 3x, 4x, 5x? Disastrous. It would be disastrous for Spam. So, well, I love Tween. This time around, I'm hoping for him to make a mistake. As well as Kappa, by the way, who is also... oh, no, he just made a mistake. And look at this. Tween and Grenadi, both of them taking the non-grass slide approach. And Grenadi still fails. And you can see why people do it. Because there are just 4 people DNFing in the first lap here. Because of this bunny hop approach. And we will probably see a lot more of this... non-grass slide approach coming out of the players in the 6th lap format next week on this map. Because it looks a lot safer. Yeah, yeah, Spam. Tween goes full safe. And he also did this in the first multiplier round. Where he was actually first. And then did the safe route. And then lost it to Bren. So I was very confused by his saving in the identity. Even when he was first place with Bren being close behind. But yeah, this is the line Tween is choosing right now. Right, let's zoom in on the top 2 right now. It is between Papu and Binks for the 3x multiplier coming into the last identity. Both of these players are gonna risk it. for the 3x multiplier. Papoose makes a mistake, but Binks does not. And Binks will be locking it in once again. The rookie this season gets another good step for himself. 3xing his 46 points and gets a good 120 plus points here. Good job by Binks, already being 6th on the standings and will solidify the 6th place. Wow. Alright, and we have 2 multipliers left to give away. The 4x and the 5x. The juiciest for the players to get it right now. Massa and I think Grenadi has had a good step again as well. But especially Massa here with 74 points. If you get a 4x on that one, well. Wicked. Alright, and here we go. Massa is actually in the lead right now, looking to get that juicy multiplier. But it is not that easy. Gwen leading right now. Ooh, Grenadi makes a bit of a mistake. He's going to slow down. Gwen looking to get the 4x on 45 points, which would be a very good step by him. Look at that outside-inside line. Love to see it. That is actually crazy by Gwen. Here we go over the identity. Oh, and Massa is out. Gwen goes too far to the left, and that means the Australian takes over the lead. Uh-oh, but here comes Tween. Looking to get the 4x. Sending positive vibes to Muda and Pack right now. Trying to defend it. But Tween is looking to get it. Oh dear. Here he goes. Marek is on the roll. Muda sniping the top 8 away from Spam. But can he can make it up to us by winning this round right now. Alright, here we go. Muda takes over the lead once again, but it is only 1/10 of a second. So, it is far from over. Of course, we know Tween will probably opt for the safe line, which means that if Muda just gets the identity okay, he will win. Oh, but Muda goes outside. Now Tween goes outside. Both Muda and Pack overtake. Kappa overtake as well. But it looks like... Oh, but Muda makes a mistake and Pack gets the 4x multiplier in the end. 33, which is not a lot, but get the 4x, which makes it a very good step anyway for Pack. And what a scary identity this one is. Very, very scary. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, your 4x spam. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Here we go, the dreaded 5x multiplier. Will Massa get another insane step? Because remember, he was the step leader out of the 4 maps with DNFing the last map because of internet issues. That's how good of a step Massa has had on the first 3 maps. Now, can he close it out here or with the 5x multiplier? Kappa right now is leading, but Gwen is close behind. And Grenade is in the mix as well. Massa is already risking a little bit, trying to catch back up. Muda is racing, coming closer to the lead as well, but Kappa is still holding strong in that first position. 23 points is not a great step for Kappa, but anything is a good step if you get a 5x multiplier. Well, basically anything, of course. Oh, how is Kappa alive? Never mind, he is not alive. He will be out of the race. Papu takes over the lead. 26 points for him, looking to get a triple-digit step. Massa is throwing away the multiplier right now. Sad for him. That is definitely not going to be it. Tween is DNF'd. He will not get the 5x multiplier. Where's Kappa? Did he leave already? I think Kappa left the server already. And that means that Kappa and Tween do not get multipliers this round. This step. But it is bad if Papu wins. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, indeed. Because Papu is indeed right ahead of Spam here on the step. So, Gwen, it is time to press B to boost right now. Gwen, please do it. Go for the ins line. You can do it, Gwen. Oh no, Papu is gonna get it here. And he does so indeed. Papu will get the 5x multiplier in the end, getting the triple digit step anyway. My curse powers were not strong enough this time around. And that is very unlucky. Yes, Spam. So basically what we end up here is Spam solidifies his 13th place. Because he gains on... Sorry, he overtakes Tween again for the 13th place. And gains on Kappa and Kappa here. But then he loses ground to Bren, Carl, and Papu, who is now back in top 8 even. So it is even harder now to get back into top 12. What is this emote? I love TrackMania esports. Alright. Just struggling a little bit. So we are at the end of step 6. Hi Spam. 2x multiplier for you, but bittersweet. Am I right?
Yeah, I could have gotten way better multiplier, that's for sure. But I got a multiplier. That's good. Yeah, I felt good on the map. Like I said in the pre-interview, I found that line, and yeah, I could have gotten the first multiplier, but I land bugged on the ledge.
That was weird.
And yeah, then I did a good time. Let's just put it that way. Did a good time. I was aware that I was 6/10 ahead, so I did outside pillars as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a calm step, to be honest. But yeah, not so happy with. Oh man, Vertigo. I had the last identity. Just a tiny bit. My entry was to the right, and that made it so that I went on top of the pipe instead of on the inside. So I lost. I mean, I was 1.4 seconds ahead. I was fully aware that I could save it a little bit, but yeah, I wasn't anticipating to go all the way on the outside. I lost. I mean, the whole 1.4 seconds there. And then my end was also a little bit wonky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was, what was it, 200s behind?
It was not a lot. I don't know exactly
I think
anymore,
it was
but it was definitely a snipe.
300s. And then Launchpad. Fuck my life. Oh my god, that is gonna haunt me forever, man.
Yeah.
That is such a dumb mistake. Like, I was trying to do the wiggle because you have to wiggle there. But I just wiggled and dude. And then I drive the most sweet and nice and safe 6-lapper right after. Like, come on, man. You can't make that shit up. That is just...
indeed. Your pace after was really good, but if you're 15 seconds behind, sadly, that's just...
Yeah, that is so annoying. That is so annoying.
Yeah, because you clip on the checkpoint, it takes so much time to get back right after you respawn.
Yeah. Dude, that was really unfortunate. But overall, I think I did a really good step. Like I said, obviously could have been better. But yeah, Poolside, man, when I crashed at Poolside and I dropped to 9th place, I was like, god damn, I have to step it up. But we were so close. Like, I checked the HUD and we were all 0.5 between like 5 players. And I was like, wait a minute, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then I just, I don't know what I got. I think I got 4th or 5th in the end.
4th in the end, I think. 4 or 5, something like that. But the pace was definitely there on Poolside. That was very impressive.
Yeah, and then the other map, Bolt Holes, yeah, was really good for me. I mean, I was in the top 3, and then it was still really close, but yeah, I was feeling good on that map, and on the last map, so that is good.
Yeah, and now
I think, I can be happy.
You get a bit of momentum going, getting the multiplier, getting a decent step. We go into the next week with a bad map, Vertigo gone, and our Grasshopper in.
That is good.
That's bullish, right?
Okay, I have checked out the new map, and I think, I mean, I don't want to jinx myself, but I think this is a really good map for me.
Ooh, okay. So you're, of course, going to wait out for the big step till the last moment, right? Or, well, the second to last moment next week.
I mean, that would complete the basic story, right?
Yeah,
that's how it works. The story. But I'm 200 points behind right now.
That's one step, easy.
It's doable. It's definitely doable. But yeah, at least I'm not feeling bad. Even if I think even if I didn't get a multiplier here, but I played good. I'm
Yeah.
happy with how I played. Like the other times, I wasn't happy with how I played. So that was like double. You know, I play bad and then no multipliers, like minus minus, absolute negative. But right now I'm good. So
Yeah, continuing the streak of playing better every week, it seems. So we should extend the season a bit.
hopefully, yeah, they should just extend it, yeah.
Yeah.
But man, dude, the Papu win. He won. He types in chat, GG, bye bye, and then he left the server. Dude, it was the most beautiful ending of this multiplier ever. He finished GG, bye bye, and he was gone. It was so perfect, and I was laughing so hard. But yeah, that was the level so far on every multiplier map in TMGL has been through the roofs. 203.6 is insane.
That's
That is
really fast. Yeah.
that's it's 1/10 faster than my PB. And then there
Wow.
was also another 203 by wait, who did it? Bren? No. I don't know. There was another 203, and like literally no bad time was driven. That's incredible. So yeah.
Yeah, the others were low 204s. Yeah, so
Yeah. No, that was finally a little bit of a good Sunday. Jesus Christ. Hopefully that propels throughout the week.
yeah, exactly.
And
yeah, I think
even though
the context is that makes it a little bit bittersweet. But let's say this was your first step, it would be a good start to the season, right? So
yeah. Like I'm just so upset about that mistake on Launchpad. Like the only map that I was really feeling bad on was Vertigo. And I mean, you saw it on Launchpad. I drove like afterwards, no mistakes. Literally just flawless. It pisses me off. That is so annoying. Really annoying, but hey, it is what it is. Happens.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, well, I'll end it here. I assume you